Woke up looking less like Chris Bumstead and more like a homeless guy who just respawned in the wrong city. But hey, at least I remembered where my slides were. Weighed in at 164 today. Normally I weigh in at 162, but don't worry, it's not muscle. It's just the 2 pounds of sodium I panic ate last night. Breakfast of champions, 3 rice cakes suffocating under peanut butter, a Greek yogurt drink with just enough protein to remind me that I work out, and electrolytes because apparently water isn't anabolic enough. Yes, I eat my gains on the couch while binge watching The Walking Dead. Season 9, by the way. The zombies are running more than I do, so technically this counts as cardio. Kool-Aid flavored pre-workout because adulthood is just drinking overpriced sugar water to feel something. And of course I make the bed. Not because I care, but my soon-to-be wife does. Consider it my daily PR in keeping her happy. Then I throw hustle butter on my new tattoo because if you're gonna have a basic white girl tattoo, at least make it look good. So we're hitting legs and arms in the home gym today. Let me give you a little tour because I don't think I've ever detailed all of the equipment. So I made a video about this. This is the Smith machine power rack that I have. You can bench, squat, do Smith exercises. You have some cables at the top there. And then you have a weight tree at the back, which I have bent at this point. And then we've got our 7-foot Olympic barbell back there. We've got bumper plates, just kind of lying around all over the place. Adjustable dumbbells, our adjustable bench that has hamstring and leg extensions at the end there. And then we have another cable rack over here. The reason that I've kept this and I haven't gotten rid of it is because these cables are adjustable all the way down and up the rack so you can do all your different cable movements. And then we have various different equipment, attachments, parallettes, all sorts of things lying around back there. And so yeah, this is where the magic happens. This is the little behind the scenes action of all of the videos I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and take you through a leg and arm workout. I do this twice a week. Sometimes the exercises changes just for a little bit of variation to keep me entertained and motivated to get back in the gym. But I think we're gonna start off with some squats. So let's do it. If you guys had a choice, would you rather do Smith machine squats or barbell squats? Bench press and squatting, I feel a better mind-muscle connection with my legs and my chest on the Smith machine. But for whatever reason, I feel like the barbell on both exercises, overall, it's just a better workout. Lately on a lot of movements, I've been trying to go a little bit heavier and do a little bit lower on the reps to kind of force some type of progressive overload. I feel like when you're doing lighter weight and higher reps, I feel like the progressive overload is just a little bit more difficult for me. So as long as I'm adding weight and maintaining the same reps or adding reps and maintaining the same weight, vice versa, then I'm heading in the right direction. Helps me kind of stay on the right path for progressive overload, and those heavier weights have just allowed me to do that a little bit easier lately. This is my tracking book. I've never actually showed this on camera before. This is where I track all of my workouts, all the different sets, different exercises, the weights, and the reps that I hit, all in this magical book here. I always like to start out with my compound lifts being the first lifts I do on any workout day that I do, so doing the squats just makes sense for me. I have the most strength, the most energy, and it is one of the most difficult exercises and the most energy consuming exercises. So having that be the first exercise I do is the smartest thing that I can think of, at least. An exercise selection and where you place it in your workout is totally up to you, but this is just how I like to do things. Let me pause the hype train for a second. So earlier I did a little, in the mirror look at myself. So I've got the lights going on. Show you a little movie magic here. How much better do I look in this lighting than I did in the mirror before? I mean, nothing has a pump yet, so it should look exactly the same, but I can almost guarantee that this lighting makes me look better. I'm also standing next to gym equipment, so maybe that gives me a more like aesthetic vibe, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, guys, the photos that you see on Instagram of these guys all pumped up with a crazy lighting, everything, like, yeah, don't get me wrong, these dudes are jacked, but when they're walking around or they're at the grocery store or something, they don't look like that all the time. I promise you they don't. And this is just a C-tier physique, not even comparing it to like among influencers. This is just C-tier in life. All right, so next I'm gonna do one of my favorite leg exercises to do. It is the Smith machine leg press. This is something it looks unconventional, but the range of motion compared to like a typical leg press that you can get is pretty much next level. And it feels really good. You can push it really close to failure. So let's get it. was very mid-physique of me. Not only is my camera battery dying, but my wireless microphone receiver is also dying. So we're gonna plug those into charge. We're gonna smash the rest of this workout. I'll hit you with a voiceover. Let's get it.
This is the Smith machine leg press. Basically what you have to do when you don't own a leg press machine, but you still want to pretend that you do. It looks goofy, but it actually does a solid job of hitting the quads, glutes, hamstrings, all at once. The movement path is locked on that Smith machine bar, which makes it easier to focus on pushing heavy weights without worrying about balance. The downside is you also look like you're auditioning for some kind of gym torture device. I usually go for 3 sets here, just trying to push as close to failure as possible each time. Definitely more comfortable than the free bar squat, and honestly, don't tell the powerlifters, but sometimes comfort wins. Then it's leg extensions, pure quad isolation. Basically the only time in my life where my teardrops look like they exist. I like to go heavy, low reps, because it forces me to actually use my quads instead of letting momentum carry me. Plus, if you want those flex leg photos to look decent, extensions are your best friend. They burn, they're uncomfortable, and they're probably destroying my knees, but my mid quads need all the help they can get. After extensions, it's leg curls. 2 heavy sets again, because balance is important. Quads without hamstrings is like a mullet without the party in the back. It's just wrong. This one nails the hamstrings through knee flexion, so it's the exact opposite of extensions. Also, the pump here makes me feel like I actually have hamstrings, which is rare. And here's the big reveal, the leg pump. Still mid, but at least now I look like a slightly upgraded version of a Minecraft character. For the first arm superset, we have the incline dumbbell curls paired with a seated tricep pushdown. I stole this combo from Will Tennyson because if I can't look like him, I can at least try to copy his workouts and hope for the best. The incline curl is brutal because it stretches your biceps at the bottom and takes away any chance of cheating. You're basically forced to use only your biceps, which is why they feel like they're tearing in half halfway through the set. It's probably my favorite curl variation for actually feeling a contraction. Then I jump right into seated pushdowns. I love these because it puts your triceps in a stable, locked position. So all the focus is on elbow extension. No swinging, no momentum, just straight tricep tension. Together, it's a perfect push-pull superset. Biceps get smoked, triceps get smoked, and I get smoked. The pump feels amazing, but by the 3rd round, you start questioning your life choices. With a seated incline curl, I like to go really heavy on these. My target rep range is between 5 and 8 reps, which essentially ensures that I can hit failure on every single set. With the seated tricep pushdown, I go a little bit lighter. For whatever reason, I find that if I add too much weight on there, I can't hit a good 5 to 8 rep range. Something in the 8 to 12 range feels a little bit better. I'm able to reach failure at that point, and everything just feels nice and smooth. Then we're going to hop into a second superset. Yes, that's right, a second superset. We're doing hammer curls and overhead tricep extensions. The reason I do 2 supersets is that it cuts down the overall time of my workouts. And training biceps and triceps together is like peanut butter and jelly. They just go so perfectly together. So, the hammer curls target the brachialis and the forearms, which is key if you want your arms to actually look thicker from the sides. They don't get as much love as regular curls, but honestly, they should. Then the overhead extensions. They're great for the long head and the entire tricep as a whole, as a lot of studies have shown recently. The tricep is the part that actually makes your arm look bigger when they're flexed. Plus, cables keep constant tension, which means that you don't get to relax even for a second. It's one of those supersets where halfway through you're kind of regretting everything, but at the same time, you know that it's effective. Then of course, we gotta get a quick pump check in. Yep, still mid, but at least mid with veins, which is basically elite natty status in my book. Then we wrap up with the Baby Shark ab workout. Nothing screams peak athlete like training to a kid's song that went viral in 2018. Then for a post-workout shake, we have a Rise Little Debbie strawberry roll flavor. Tastes like childhood trauma with 25 grams of protein. Worst dishes because nothing says fitness influencer like washing peanut butter knives in between flexing clips. And a quick shave so the internet still believes I'm a functioning adult. Then it's time to feed the dogs, each one of which who has a different diet and supplement regimen. Meanwhile, my husky is sitting there perfectly disciplined waiting for her food. She's got more self-control than I'll ever have around Oreos. After a quick run to Publix, it's time to make lunch.
Hell of a grocery haul. Greek yogurt, meat, cheese, corn tortillas. Let's make some lunch. Hardly even using any of that stuff. We got some leftovers. We're heating them up. We're gonna spice it up a little bit. I don't know if this is a normal thing, but if you're gonna warm up corn tortillas, makes them a little bit more pliable and they stay together a little bit better if they're kind of like moistened. So take some paper towels, get them nice and damp. Not like super wet or anything, but wet the whole thing, then squeeze the water out. Then you're left with this, and you're gonna wrap up your tortillas and then microwave them. in the bowl. Pro tip, if you don't have one of these for your cooking oil, 1 pole, 1/4 teaspoon. So it's a measurable amount. You're not just guessing how much you're putting in the pan, and it helps to evenly spread out the oil without having to use a bunch of it. So go on Amazon, get yourself one. Just 2 sprays. Coat the pan, warm it up. We're gonna do a little assembly line here. We've got ground beef, black beans, and corn with taco seasoning. Taco leftovers never go to waste in this house. We're gonna make some little mini quesadillas, if you will. A little bit goes a long way with this cheese. It's looking good. Look at that. Ultra Paradise tastes like maybe like strawberry kiwi or like watermelon something. I'm gonna eat my lunch and then we're gonna hop into the next thing. All right, first order of business. We are uploading a short to this channel, and then we're going to be editing some videos for another channel. So enjoy. Do you think it's better to put hashtags in the title of a short or in the description? I mean, let's be real, I don't really know what I'm doing on YouTube in general, so what would be a good hashtag for a video making jokes about protein snacks that I got at GNC? I don't really know. All right, on to the next task we have. So I just started playing around with this editor that comes with, I'm assuming it comes with all Microsoft 11 computers. It's called the Clipchamp. So specifically, I've been using this for YouTube Shorts for a gaming channel that I post on. The thing that I like about this is you can do AI captions. So it'll transcribe the whole video for you, and then you can adjust like the text and like the size and where it's located in the video. All that fun stuff that you can, that you want to be able to do for a short form video, especially something where there's not people actually talking, so that they can see what you're saying if it's not quite clear enough or if they don't have their sound on or something like that. And I think it's a way to get better retention. So if you're a video creator and you're looking for a video editor to get you free captions on a video, because I know like CapCut or like what I use for these videos, Final Cut Pro, in order to do captions that are the cool like text and stuff like that, it is so much work to do. And it doesn't even make sense to put it on your videos because it's going to be so time consuming. And for somebody who's as small as me, it's like, are you going to spend hours doing captions for a video when you could just use something like this? Wonder how many shorts we can do, how long it's going to take. What do you guys think?
Why do you move? You pushed me.
And there you go. Just in a few minutes, we have a little short done. So we're gonna grind for a little while. I won't put you guys through that, but I'll see you guys in a few hours. All right, we have made 14 shorts so far. We're gonna keep grinding, but I did grab a little snack one to show you guys. Coke Zero, a staple in my diet, just delicious. And we got a nice Fiji apple, some real sugar and some baked sugar. I think it's a great pair. The grind continues. All right, so I just finished 18 shorts for that video. So now I'm going to hop over to the YouTube and I'm gonna schedule them out. That's gonna take a little bit to do, titles, descriptions, hashtags, tags, all that stuff. And then should be about time to cook some dinner. So let's do it. If you're into gaming and you wanna check out the channel, it's called Sour Seat Games. It's that time of the day, dinner time. Chicken, rice, asparagus. Let's do it.
Once everything is just about done cooking, I make my world famous teriyaki sauce. It's sugar, cornstarch, cold water, soy sauce, ginger, mix it up, let it simmer down in a pan, and delicious.
Now that I'm stuffed from dinner, there's only one thing left to do before bed, and that is dessert. To go along with the theme of the video, a very mid-tier dessert, a popsicle. I lied, dessert wasn't the last thing before bed. Supplements. D3, K2, omega-3 MTC oil, 50 milligrams of zinc, 200 milligrams of magnesium, and 1,000 milligrams of vitamin C. I'm sure it's not optimal to take these all before I go to sleep at the end of the day, but it's the best time for me because I remember to take them all at the same time. And it's just part of my nightly routine now, and I never forget to take them, so.
And yes, I did set up a camera just to film this bit. Of course, at the end of the night, I doom scroll until 3 a.m. Gains lost, recovery ruined, but at least my thumb hypertrophy is unmatched. If you enjoyed the video, click on one of the other videos on the screen. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one.